Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fairy tale review. Today's chapter is 417. And on the second at the bottom of the second page, we see Gildart. We see Gildor. However, he is still however, he turns out to be hungry from his adventure. Then he punches the daylights out of this animal, and as he does that, Natsu shows up, and he's just standing on top of the animal, which annoys Gilbert a little bit till he recognizes his face. Um, and then from the panels, it looks like as if though, yeah. So basically, he looks at Natsu with a face like, okay, like who the fuck are you? And then he basically looks at him, and then he recognizes his face. And both him and Natsu are actually hungry. Then Gilbert and Natsu punch each other in the face because apparently, I guess that's a way to say hi to each other. And one thing I do notice about this chapter, there isn't much talking. There's more like of a montage type of thing going on. I'm not sure that's what they were going for, but it turns out they were mostly going for us looking at the pictures and interpreting them as best as we can. So this is what this review really is, interpreting those pictures, the interpretation of those pictures as best as we can, actually. So after taking a quick soak in the bathtub, they begin to fight yet again. This time they're doing it naked, which is a little bit disturbing. Gilbert wakes up and notices that Natsu is not there. Natsu is actually elsewhere looking up at the sky because he thought, of course, he knows he needs more training before before the next battle commences, now that Fairy Tail has been disbanded and everything. So from there on page 9, Natsu training begin. A serious training method begins where Natsu powers up and so does Gilbert. Gilbert and Natsu go at it for a while, of course. Gilbert pushes back Natsu as Natsu tries to land a hit on him. And after that happens, Natsu actually laughs hysterically. Yeah, Natsu laughs hysterically. But then he's swallowed up by this weird insect looking like dragon thing. So after that we get a panel of Gilbert's veins popping out of his forehead, channeling his power through his fist. And then he actually delivers a blow to this looking like insect thing, freeing Natsu. And then instead of giving Natsu a chance to actually recuperate from it, he actually tells him basically like this, like, come at me, Natsu, full force, basically. And Natsu just shakes his head like, me? Basically after like witnessing his full strength. So basically gets an idea how strong he is because he's afraid of him. And finally they part ways, but as they part ways, they both take each other's bag. Natsu opens his bag. He finds a whole bunch of naked magazines of women, possibly porn, mostly likely. And Gilbert opens Natsu's bag, which is a whole bunch of empty fish skeletons and a whole bunch of fruits. And of course, Gilbert goes after Natsu and attacks him because he took his bag. And on page 20, which is the last page, it says father and son and friends, sometimes rivals when things go to shit, which is why I added, of course. So thank you very much. Have a nice day and have a nice blizzard, snowy day here in the Northeast as we actually prepare for a historic snowstorm. And tell me what you thought about this chapter. No dialogue whatsoever, just interpretation of pictures. Have a nice day, comment, and subscribe.